sheikhs, shonky sheikhs from Dubai. Who would have thought that you can pay $12 million for Pualugu Dam that doesn't exist? Bizarre possibilities. Who would have thought that the drip project, which should not have cost us more than $76 million, they are paying from our taxes over $178 million. Yes, bizarre possibilities. Who would have thought that there will be a functioning presidential jet and President Akufo-Addo will charter 20,000 euros an hour jet, squander our resources? Who would have thought that you can demolish dozens of national assets, from the bungalows of judges, the Judicial Training Institute, the Shraj bungalows, passport head office, scholarship secretariat, the Malian ambassador's residence, just to dig a hole? Yes, they are indeed the party of bizarre possibilities. We are the party of transformation, the party of development, the party that brings progress, the party that cares for the people. That is who we are, and that is who John Dramani Mahama is. Ladies and gentlemen, this election is about accountability. Akufo-Addo is doing everything to impose his puppet and his poodle in Bawumia so that he will escape accountability. But he lies bad. Operation Recover All Loot is coming for them. They will pay for the state capture. They will pay for the dissipation of our resources. They will pay for the corruption. Everybody will pull out their monies from under their beds. The Cecilia Dapa syndrome is coming to an end. They will account for their crimes, their atrocities against the Ghanaian people. Operation Recover All Loot is going to happen. President Akufo-Addo will not get insurance. He will not get protection from imposing his poodle and his puppet on us. Can you imagine when President Akufo-Addo said he was going to protect the public purse? We didn't know that we will spend all our time protecting the public purse from him. Can you imagine that? When Bawumia said that the era of single sourcing and inflated contracts is coming to an end, we didn't know that what he actually meant is that when it is single sourcing of his brother's company, Resource Access Limited, which has won over $200 million in contracts under dubious single source circumstances, that one he doesn't see it, that one he doesn't criticize it, that one he doesn't talk about it, that one he doesn't stop it. But their time is up. The Ghanaian people have made up their mind. Operation Recover. That's right. Thank you very much, Sydney. Bawumia Dasruha. Oh, Suruha. Yes, sir, number one. Number one. MRF number one. Number one. Number one. Bawumia Dahe. Bawumia Dahe. Bawumia Dahe. Bawumia Bako. Bawumia Bako. Tobe. Yadamunina say, at this point, we would like to invite the national chairman of the New Patriotic Party, Honorable Stephen Ayesu Intim. 7 Ayesu Intim is the national chairman. Holy Ghost fire, go back down, TV later, more success and more money and more show. Yeah.
Chairman.
Kukrudu. Kukrudu. And Kukrudu. Former President John Ajekum Kufuor, the sitting President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and Mrs. Akufo-Addo, our flag bearer, soon to be pronounced President. Very, very soon. And I mean very, very soon. To be pronounced President. And his wife looking at me directly in the face. Napo and Mrs. Napo. General Secretary of the party, Justin Frimpong Kodia. Our Chief of Staff, Madame Frema of Paris, Osei. Honorable Hackman Ousu Ajiman, the Chairman of the Council of Elders. Is that the person I'm seeing? Ken, Japan. Is that you? Is that you? You haven't answered. Sally, Ayoko, Boche, Henry, where do I end? Kwabena, Japan, former leader of the House, Kukrudu. Who am I going to leave out? Everybody on the stage. Ayemi enije bebre se ene yeshia anajui bere me friend anaju adia sanwie. Anso momentum a yekura edi gina ha de ti ha no. A kire se MPP is very much alive. The new patriotic party is very much alive under the presidency of His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Abatuo no bre adru ye koto aba ochinachi ya adiye ye next president. I'm saying Munim the next president. Do you know the next president? Do you know the next president? Wow. So I'm not the only person who knows the next president. Everybody knows. Wonderful. Na shia yeshia enei enyese yenim yehu ne yabehia o. Yenyina yenim yehu. Yenyina yenim yehu. Na mom efe se ochinachi ya yakoto aba na yebesen yehia se oba bakon eyemu ma to accept our faith and our belief in the new patriotic party. And Sana Yakwakoyi, your next president, in the person of Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. Kukrudu, Yo, yakane sa wie no. Yakane sa wie no. Membesa me di kasa be shemu bebre. Nipa bebre wo ha e wo so mo kasa. Enti me de nkranhye na as national chairman. Me she obia nkran say a few days aka ye kwakoto abai. Ama bibia mu mabamu. Ama mabamu mu ekwan bia so. Efrise nkunimdie ayeyen dia. Abawie. Achinye jebia ni ho obia ntimi nje sa victory no ho achinye nkunumde bia ni ho mitimi ka sa time aso kokuru wole me va ka sa nhyemo me de anigye ene jamo monjimoni na muntie ensempa no ensum free mpanyifo nyina ho mbide mo ase bebre
Thank you very much, DJ. Thank you very much. DJ. Yes, sponsor boy, share your national chairman. Wakasa. Choboy, at this point, Yebetunsa Afre, the young, dynamic general secretary of the New Patriotic Party. General secretary. My general secretary. Everybody's general secretary. Kudu. Wapuma kuma japajane. Mese wapuma kuma japajane. Wapuma kuma japajane. Osno chini abuwa. Bibi besi.
I've been boom nice. I'm a jump walker. Secret to Sadua. Echo, never. On a new say,
December 7th. Your Excellency, our President, Your Excellency, our Vice President, Your Excellency, our former President, permit me to stand on existing protocol. Your Excellencies, if you ask me today, as the General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party, as the Director of Operations for the campaign 2024, if you ask me what is the state of the party, what I will tell you is that when you go to Upper West, they say it is possible. When you go to Upper East, they say it is Northeast.
It is possible.
Savannah.
It is possible.
Northern region.
It is possible.
Bono East.
It is possible.
Bono region.
It is possible.
Ahafo.
It is possible.
Western North.
It is possible.
Ashanti.
It is possible.
Eastern region. Western region.
It is possible.
Central region.
It is possible.
Volta region.
It is possible.
OT region.
It is possible.
What about Almighty Greater Accra?
It is
What about Almighty Greater
possible.
Accra? And that is the state of your party. Kukudu. Kukudu. NDC for no. Oma unsa abana ya tono Saturday no. Oma dinkuko. Sensing their impending defeat, they have now resorted to tribal politics. They have now resorted to religious discrimination. Ebraga Nayenya independence, 1957. Eba Pensamre, 67 years. And Pennyform Abedu Omane so. Efri Kwame Nkrumah, Efri Buzia, Efri Champon, Efri Fa, Efri Leman, Efri Rollins, Efri Yera Kofor, Eba Yera Tamils, Yaba Yera John Mahama, Yaba Yera Nanado Danko Akufuado, Yankotu Aba, Emfa, Esum, and your politics that. Yenina ya Ghana for Bako. Sabi, Uye Christonio, Onkwaso yo, Uye Kremonio. The actual said is that Nindia or Bebu Mano and no any here. And no any here. Kukudu, Kukudu, Kukudu. Nyanko Pao, God has love for everyone. Name or Babia. Sabi Oko China and then Christopher Neduo. Naso so omu wakandifu omashisho omu kromu ye. Ghana for a Christopher cry ye ko Dubai holidays meboa. Naso so a kandifu na shisho mani ye. And I can assure you, with Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, we are going to have a dynamic president of the Republic. Kukudu, 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 Muntie, Muntie. There me then say, campaign ya no, NDC for intimate challenge you're about me, the vision of Ghana. It's a say out there, brown man, or Muntim Castle or Bois. Nimdia one or Muntim Castle or Bois. No cheap politics, religious discrimination, and Obaso Madeba. Yampene, Yambaninsi, December 7th, Saturday, I am Nimdia to an Aquacoto and now religious discrimination. Onyanum, the Medija said, we are winning the elections. 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 Nothing can change it. Nothing can stop our victory. Nothing can change it. Nothing can stop our victory. Baumia is the incoming president. Baumia is the incoming president. Nothing will change it. And this he cannot stop it. Choboy, Choboy, Kukudu, Kukudu. Yera Baumia. The Ghana force young country on the side. Abaya Kwakotono. Eye dachi abanye koto. Penny bia ka say me or say amayoni say o man to me a hwe say obesabo wani ma obesere otumi ni biem. Ye koto aba ye to ama baomia enim say ye Rallies baomia 2028 obesaba ye nim biem. Ye rakokwa ketenkete de wan samba ye nim biem. So onya to me na he will never be accountable to us. If he said 4 years back and obey me, I call. Asama, ye busa Ghana for one say 4 and 8, then I'll pay. 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 And 8 no, and I didn't kunim. We are going. Heaven knows where we are going. We know we will.
Let's give it up to the General Secretary.
Tell me who na BB. What's it there? Hold it, DJ. Hold it, DJ. Are you ready to do this one right now? What was we bringing there? I know. Are we going to break the eight? Do you believe we are going to break the eight? Do you believe we are going to break the eight? DJ, drop the song right now. Wow! Tell me what happened. Who's saying the best? Brian, baby. There is sayers. Now come in and be Sean Jolene. So yes, I'll cut you. I don't want to now come in and be Sean Jolene. So yes, I'll cut you. I don't want to. Ah, Angelina, come. Hey, that's super. Macarena ne makuka. She come. Angelina come to. Hey. DJ, hold it. I'm about to introduce my friend and colleague. This year we all mark 20 years in the business. 20 years. Are you ready for Samini? Hey! Samini, where you are? Samini, where you are? Samini, where you are? Hey! Aku mengingat, bundi wani bumi, aku mengingat. Cuma maya dinabo. Ya. Ayo ya. Besone munambe. Finish. Let me see your action right there. Come on, Let me see your one finger. Let me see you. Yeah. Every night I should shine, every night I couldn't be a idea. The entire show here. You couldn't be a idea. The entire year. No pressure. No pressure. See, victory is not far away. We thank God, say you come my way. Mommy, that you will eat. Dari wakukoni, body na abei. Eche ni beji. Mommy, that you will eat. Dari wakukoni, body na abei. Eche ni yakoyeni. No pressure. Yakoyeni. Everybody say yeah, yeah. Oh, say yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh, say yeah, yeah. Every night I should shine, every night I shine. You couldn't be a idea. You try to show me. You couldn't be a idea. You try to no pressure. A chick. Now you.
Are you ready?
A chick. Oh, I sure say a chick. Okay. I got 2 days, pet. Or chine chinkwa. Na time as soon say. Obekwa koye wa femu die. Ye nyina ya femu die. Me jidi say, Uje. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia di entina obaha. Me so so me jini di entina me jina ha. Enti me no mienu emreni dua. Yenkoye ya sede ne yenye no kama. Na bibia ne di. Na se chia. What I say? A chick. Madam Asinyami Shamuina. Ne mo kono. Monya peaceful. Na monya calm. Na monya mo hosania. Munim say. Moya mo hosa besi sa amre we no. Enti gidi bia ni mo madam ase. A chick. Trouble.
Ok, on m'a tout fait. N'a-toi la fia. N'a-toi la fia. Elle va me break 8 à Missa Gomera. Agaba, n'a pas mentia. Our road subo. Our education was subo. Dale, because of this day, my people vote. Now, Wagava, I do 4 and 8 years respectively. Let's have a peaceful election. Thank you very much.
Toby, at this point,
we humbly submit to introduce one of the great women in our party, the current foreign minister, Madame Shirley Ayoko Butchers.
1, 2. Success music. When was that one gun? Mr. J. This is for my ladies in the house. And my number also to see the dollar bill. The Pamatron, man, my brother.
Kokrodo. Gameye bielo. Many you are Gaye bielo. Wandanyeshi. Ibepi kemo. Fio ni minta mabinye jiake. Nyefenya ye phones. Alo mi male. Nyefane. Ke reset mini jeshishin. O phone no yene. Phone say kita muyi. Say yesi mo reset me phone na. E dia na be se mini ba back and reset your phone there. No fair no baje no. Bibia be free me phones no so. Na mo pese. Mo ye reset and now mo upgrading. We are upgrading, one upgrading. Ejake was money. Kameneme ba. Free SHS. Amemba na meba femini. Ameba for me. Omo be chemu. Agenda 111. Omo be yedemina baba fe. Amemba ba for me. Projects. Ni President Kufo Shife. Ameba chano. Mene. What projects they want fail? Interchanges. Kokwa Bechebi. Kokwe flower pot. Kokwe Pokwase. Obana Keshi. Yes. NPP government. Woke no yaba. Yedi. Inkoswane ba. He want me panye fai. Esha want 2 days ipe. Nake last days are dangerous. Alo je nakai. Inti me pamocho me panye fai ba fe koni wa free senior high school ne yano ni no fe no afe fai ni ohiafo abi fe anya ya school le me panye fai nye ha wafia upgrade Ghana bi ni mbo watwe nye ha ni wafia upgrade Dr. Baumia Kenapo amemba ni nuchu moni President Akufo-Addo echue amemba na meba chano amemba omo babe shemu kana omo babe yedi omo babe dibi abekahu iti me pamucho on Saturday monsoring time number 1 mamu shebebia ya the ballot paper no mamwa mamu shebebia Monshastro, because when you were here, you call your name. When you were here, you call your name. Yadamasi, Yamishra.
Are you ready for Kennedy?
This is City of Tamale. A young boy named Muhammadu Baumia grew up unaware that his path would one day lead him to the heart of Ghana's political and economic transformation. His story begins here, where tradition and ambition intersected. Born in 1963 to a prominent family in northern Ghana, Muhammadu Baumia's upbringing was steeped in discipline and education. His father, Alhaji Mumuni Baumia, was a teacher and one of the country's first northern politicians. From an early age, the young Baumia understood the power of education to shape lives and communities. After excelling at Tamale Secondary School, Baumia earned scholarships to study abroad, eventually achieving a doctorate in economics from Simon Fraser University in Canada. His academic journey would soon position him as one of Ghana's brightest minds in economics. Returning to Ghana, Dr. Baumia began his career at the Bank of Ghana, where his expertise
my former president, President Kufuor, my godfather, my president, the sitting president Nana Akufo-Addo, and the first lady, my good friend, the vice president, and the second lady, all to call observe. Party Mayeshia, and you may. Asema me pesa me di kai kanise no kurani uta kwadua no ayi na America momwansema vice president if you say adwuma waye wato all over the country okwa ni metiam na mekwa me hu footprint ho e chese oyi adwuma when natural say, what the 2 mission in someone obey your Juma Amagana. Now, and you may Masamo say, I am now Cassia, and I'm a dimma party menina. Some more dinner painting. No more deep party yachi abapim and net. Ochina nechi. Nadichia memendani ya kotuaba mesremo moma yanka sanchira yahoni yaho obia ni buafu onye bufu amfiri ni mu na there is only one political party ewo Ghana ha eba mobro wafo omu anibi ahiafo ahumito omu we Npp party be any hobium. Choboy, Mama Yanko ya chikakra. If you say President Kufuor ha, nam painful boo baby, or say at the year and my with a free. The year 2000, me kai papa. Na a friend and free America, but na ice in one home. Na nani Enna me call for Su Roman Catholic Hospital. Because Obia.
Whoa! 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 Give it to Professor Joshua Labi, who is joining the general himself, the chairman general, the man of integrity, the executioner, the powerful man, the strong man, General Joshua Nkatia.
Stronger together.
Hey! Hey! Thank you very much. For the past 2 months, we've mounted a campaign never seen in the history of this party since 1992. There has been a total mobilization of the party, with each single party member finding work to do to contribute towards the removal of the elephant from office. I've just come to thank all of you, national executive members, current and former, regional executive committee members, constituency executive committee members, branch executive committee members, and all foot soldiers. But I just want to remind you that it is not over until it is over. This far, we've done very well, but we need to crown our effort by continuing the mobilization to urge people to go and cast their votes. And after that vote has been cast, let us mobilize to protect that vote until it results into a declaration. I've gone through all 16 regions of Ghana, visiting over 200 constituencies across the regions. And the message is loud and clear. That message, which I want to deliver to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, is that the people of Ghana have decided to return you back to the presidency, whether you like it yourself or not. And there is another message, and that is that Ghanaians want majority, absolute majority of our candidates elected into parliament, because there's a lot of work to be done. We need a strong majority to be able to undertake the institutional reforms that are necessary to reset this democracy. And so, ladies and gentlemen, the elephant knows this. Nana Akufo-Addo and his team are riding on the back of a tiger. They fear to get down, otherwise they could be devoured. But tell them that the longer they remain at the back of the tiger, they will still die anyway, because they will die of hunger and thirst. And so, the past 1 week, wherever NDC has been trying to organize a function, they use state powers to undermine that. But let them understand this message, that whether we hold a rally or we don't hold a rally, the people of Ghana have decided. And the decision is that John Dramani Mahama is the next president of the Republic of Ghana. And NDC is at the verge of making history. The National Democratic Congress is going to be the first political party in the history of this country that will generate the first female vice president of the Republic of Ghana. And it's already happening live. But finally, ladies and gentlemen, I want to urge you, all of a sudden, NPP itself have found reason to campaign for President John Dramani Mahama and to campaign and urge you to work and campaign against our parliamentary candidates. Tell them that we have seen through all their tricks. President Mahama is going back into office with a solid majority in parliament. We are not going to fall for the tricks of the skirt and blouse people. We are voting President Mahama and voting our parliamentary candidates. And standing here and having worked with the 276 parliamentary candidates of this party across the country, I am convinced that we are returning back into office with a very strong majority in parliament. I want to thank all the parliamentary candidates for the hard work they have put in so far. I want to thank all the party executives from national to foot soldiers. I thank you very much.
Me mass scholarships. So we call me 100 or mass lie. Every scholarship. My minimum 98. And a deal much. Memam you know out of 100 and call a scholarship. Memam you know pay. Anything America see any day I could for. Enti ma mona mi su hwemonim se memenda moma eda chinti hwani padodu atwahia ha ya bokene Japan dia hey me na me yo hia ni Lazarus ba na me ton nioma o street so me hihye me nioma na me pai yes pick a chocolate tetra nazet yes wrong. Young Kola Baku 13, 1975, and a passing common entrance. There was no Akufuadu free SHS. And Tim Kolanu Baku Dumianu and Timianko school. 2 years ago, Mikwaye and Kolana passing common entrance to Baku as early as 8 a.m. But you know, what they Wabuse slum. Me pushy, no, want it. Obia otuminya distinction enam se Akufuadu free SHS na bi ni honti na sika ni fienti oko ofedu nkwawo na otwa abangotai en wo de didi mamoma muwure mfi the only political party oba Ghana for who town you can beat MPP. Timesramo Mokono Dr. Baomia Montoma Dr. Baomia na yam kuyanim medamase nyamishramu nyina master obiane master before kura master Kennedy Japan master me o master if ya shama kielu sugad me o master nyama kielu sukab o master tigana ko Trinidad Master, you see the difference. We say I am born to lead you. Andy Doste, Baomia Bako, Messi Baomia Bako. Yo say. Dinah Samoa, are you ready? Nyamimu, and ya wajidye, see a bedding kunim. Young boy, Bonina, Nyame, ever shining one in Bonyam. Evangelist, Dino Samoa.
A young boy named Muhammadu Bawumia grew up unaware that his path would one day lead him to the heart of Ghana's political and economic trouble. Of even his critics.
We are dealing with a lot of mislabelings, but in the context of over 11,824 pink sheets which were copied 16 times, with many almost 22,000 because of 2 pages, over almost 500,000 documents. I say that relatively speaking, what you have produced is not that significant.
In 2016, Dr. Bawumia redefined political campaigning in Ghana. His ability to use data, break down economic issues, and propose practical solutions resonated with voters. The Dr. Bawumia's journey hasn't been without challenges. As vice president, he faced the pressures of an evolving economy, global shocks, and the weight of public expectations. But through it all, he remained focused on long-term solutions. Through this, he championed the implementation of more than 30 policies. Prominent among these is the gold for oil. In 2020, Bawumia stands ready to lead. His vision of economic transformation, unity and progress resonates across the country, inspiring hope in millions. This is the story of a leader who rose from humble beginnings to become a beacon of hope. This is the story of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the economist, the statesman, and the people's candidate.
Born on May 23, 1968, in the bustling heart of Ashanti New Town, Kumasi, Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh, affectionately known as Napo, has always been a son of the Ashanti soil. From these humble beginnings, he embarked on a journey of excellence and dedication. His educational journey began at KNUST Primary, followed by middle school at Prempeh College. Driven by a passion for knowledge and service, he pursued human biology and medicine at KNUST, earning his MBCHB in 1994. His quest for advanced knowledge led him to the Netherlands Institute of Health Sciences and the prestigious Kennedy School of Government at Harvard University. In 2009, Napo transitioned from a successful medical career to politics, becoming the Member of Parliament for Menchia South. His dedication and vision soon saw him appointed as the Minister of Education in 2017. During his tenure as Minister of Education, Dr. Prempeh spearheaded the implementation of the government's landmark free SHS policy, ensuring that thousands of Ghanaian children had access to free secondary education. This monumental achievement has left an indelible mark on Ghana's educational landscape. Under his leadership, the educational infrastructure saw significant improvements, and vocational and technical education (TVET) received a major boost. His legacy is one of progress, opportunity, and a brighter future for Ghana's youth. Dr. Prempeh was selected as the 2020 recipient of the Harvard Ministerial Medal of Achievement in recognition of his work over the past 4 years towards strengthening public education in Ghana. Specific criteria include insightful leadership, clarity of purpose, consistent commitment to the goals, and tangible benefits for citizens from the minister's efforts. In 2022, at the Africa Public Sector Conference and Awards, Dr. Prempeh was named as Best Minister in the year under review. In the same year, at the Ghana Energy Awards, he was also recognized for his outstanding leadership, leading energy stakeholders towards the transformation of the sector. Dr. Prempeh has received honorary doctorate degrees from 3 public universities: University of Cape Coast, University of Education Winneba, and the University of Professional Studies and Administration for his outstanding performance as Minister for Education. In 2021, Dr. Prempeh took on a new challenge as Minister of Energy. With his Dumsiesie approach, he worked tirelessly to stabilize and ensure a reliable power supply, keeping the lights on for millions of Ghanaians. Dr. Prempeh embodies the values of dedication, integrity, and service. His connection with the grassroots and his commitment to unifying the nation have made him a beloved figure in Ghanaian politics. Known for his deep connection with the grassroots, Napo is not just a politician, but a unifier. He bridges divides and brings people together, working towards a common goal of national development and prosperity. Today, we present Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh to the revered overlord of the Ashanti Kingdom, Otumfuo Osei Tutu II, a son of Ashanti, a dedicated leader, and a true servant of Ghana. His journey is a testament to what can be achieved with vision, commitment, and
na noma dania ebeko yenso ama yenyina. Thank you all very much. Madam Wasi.
Thank you. Let's give it to our mother. Let's show some love. Ladies and gentlemen, now pay. Now pay. Whoa. So.
Hey! Are you ready?
Then the flag bearer of the new patriotic party made a revolutionary promise to provide free senior high school education to all Ghanaians. His vision was clear: to make secondary education accessible to every child, no matter their background.
All across the country, in every hamlet, village, town, and city that I have visited, Ghanaians have embraced my policy of free quality secondary education. I believe that for our country to be transformed and for us to compete favorably in this global economy, we need to make educating our youth our number one priority. This is my priority and my promise, and I'm not going to turn back on it. On December 7th, I humbly ask for your vote so that together and with the help of the Almighty, we will deliver free quality SHS and move Ghana forward.
Even though he lost in 2008, he persisted with the free SHS promise during the IEA debate in 2012.
We will redefine basic education and make it compulsory from kindergarten to senior high school.
Free secondary education.
But the promise was met with fierce resistance. The National Democratic Congress, Akufo-Addo's main rival, doubted the feasibility of the policy, arguing that Ghana's financial resources were too strained to support such an ambitious plan.
When today you are hearing Nana Akufo-Addo and the NPP going all over the country shouting free SHS, free SHS, free SHS. That is what you call all lie be lie.
I'm saying that Ghana must not introduce free SHS on the whimsical promise of a desperate politician. Many mistakes have been made by countries in Africa already with free SHS.
Let me move on to the free education bit. For me, it is nothing short of a vote-buying gimmick, that free SHS policy. It does not make sense one bit.
And you say everybody should go to school for free, eat free, no fees, parents, you don't pay anything. Even the students should come and eat for free. Wouldn't it be that? The day I heard it, I said, welcome to the communist utopia. That is it. Even the Soviet Union didn't try to say it.
Year after year, election after election, free SHS became a battleground for political debate. Critics labeled it an empty promise, while others believed it was a necessary step towards social equality and national progress.
But remember, Abaso, about the implementation of free SHS. The DK has a and I will share lines since I want me officer. Nay, I will for a mobile pray and a mobile pet scholarships at the Ama or Mumba Ako school. It's a by our free education by a medium. This is a adipa.
And this is for what's a one person free education, a free SHS. No, what you address what from me company be some civil society group, and address now way in your. Yeah, baby, I know what you scanning fiber.
Let me first match you. Yeah, I mean, so this thing I see now with me variable. If I try to pray, woman is fair. You need enough classrooms, you need enough dormitories, you need enough teachers, you need enough science resources. To me, part show. This means you
Headmistress, but all kind of sad, I mean, you. Free senior high school, I bomb the road, TV, so radio see. And they said, you're okay, better than your mess working up.
Ghana, man, associated here, and Sana idea fata. Or my Ghana, ever die SHS free. While Brian near my among women, Timu.
Paying for say. The summer, the Pino, they are no queen. So, who need Valanda? Better than with me.
Despite the opposition, Nana Akufo-Addo remained steadfast. In the 2016 elections, he made free SHS the centerpiece of his campaign once again. This time, the people listened. They chose hope over doubt. In 2017, President Akufo-Addo kept his promise. Free SHS was born, offering every Ghanaian child the opportunity to attend senior high school without the burden of fees.
When I proposed this policy in 2008, many were those who said free SHS could not be done. The idea was ridiculed and was described by propagandists as a vote-buying gimmick, even though ironically, it did not win me that election. I was labeled a liar by my opponents, who went on to state that free SHS could only be possible in 20 years' time. Nonetheless, the Ghanaian people were discerning and believed it was possible.
By free SHS, we mean that in addition to tuition, which is already free, there will be no admission fees, no library fees, no science center fees, no computer lab fees, no examination fees, no utility fees. There will be free textbooks, free boarding, and free meals.
The impact was immediate. Thousands of students who once faced an uncertain future now had the chance to continue their education. Families once overwhelmed by the cost of school fees finally breathed a sigh of relief.
Moving on to education now, and school authorities at the St. Aquinas Senior High in Accra have threatened to sack final year students who do not pay their fees by Monday, April 27th.
We have threatened the students. I, the headmaster, threatened them that if they do not pay, then in the other way, the best method I can do, the last one is just to get them out of the classroom.
The school authorities say they are handicapped and fear students may not pay fully their fees before completing the course.
We're owing about 1.3 billion old Ghana cedis. And as of now, we talk about maybe about 20% might have finished paying their fees. And so it means we need to find a way to get the money, because maybe we may be dragged to the Public Accounts Committee for the existing debt that appears in the school.
If you ton la Chine, on va double SS. On nous vient mauvais. N'y a qu'à quoi ma vague. Nous y même tout. Have you double SS?
2015. In be your main admission, yacht motor. No me is anima pay 1,600. In here 1,000, it's 600 and now a wahale.
14 years when I dropped out of school because I was pregnant. That was in the year 2009. I was 14 years by then. So since then, when I had my first child, I was having this desire to go back to school. But because of financial constraint, I was hawking to provide for myself and for my child. So I decided I would go back to school. So as I was preparing, I got pregnant again because I was staying with a man. So I had to drop that desire again and start all over. But along the line, I had the desire that I wanted to go back to school. And unfortunately, I got pregnant the third one. Yes. But after that, I decided I would go to school. So I left the man and I started my life. From there, I started selling to provide for myself and the children. And many people were advising me that I was brilliant, that I should go back to school. So I took the bold step and I went to so-called Bogame MAGHS Form 2. That was 2018. And in 2019, I wrote my BEC and I passed. I was admitted in Maoli School, which was last year. I want to thank the government. I know it's not only me that is going through this, and because of the free SHS, I've come back to school. There are a lot out there. To me, it is a good thing. It is a good thing, and I thank the government.
Yenyanentiese abrantie bi ye bi se bisemu asifia no te ye fe no amuani Thomas. Yenyanentiese watro wasi awie amonya 88 wa pass pa. Na ye hwe no ubetumi ahwe no mama.
Mpacha betumi ahwe mama ba no so kwafu.
Oba.
Pacha ai.
Oba otoso ahe.
Mpacha otoso mienu.
Na no kwese wasi no wa pass pa.
Pacha wa pass pa. Wa pass pa. Na media no kureni. Ya na man static KG. Eno achi. O sate middle school wa ha. Obi e teacher for da Roma. Esua be teacher for middle school teacher for. Ene primary teacher for. Ma da Roma na bo ame. Na mbale timi ko SS. SS no kwa akono kwa no twa fom. Say minister man be ko school nti.
Na no nanti fee esua bo ha na no ko SS no.
Onante.
Oko SS ben.
Adesu SS.
Okay, it's no nanti fee esua bo. Eko Adeso, which is 6 kilometers.
And Pacha, you travel from Monsieur Tokra no so you are no so. Since the minister be a man, Tim Kajan St. Konya school no cra. And also so nyai, and soon as Wabako, Nakora de co school. In this America, I'm a quan company dear. Minister SS in Quebec to Miako.
Mammy, Jason.
Yamia box row.
Thomas Niana.
No, Abba.
Thomas, at the same.
Pache.
No kwese wa pass wasino
bacha
unya he
bacha minya 8 A's
na ye course ben
bacha me general
e wo school ben
bacha adisek Adesu senior high school
bacha and at me try 8 A's go St. Peter's but 8 A's menya bio which is one of the best secondary school met menya 8 A's and Adesu senior high technical what me go try 80s
lady can nyame adom ene perseverance me disi menu say me hwe me chia me maami ni bi me papa nso ni bi nti me ye madwen say me so me yire me ho na me sua ade na me tumi aiden achi me go in future ti na me disi menu so even though me kono kora na aya no
region extend their greetings to all of you, and they say on Saturday you are going to be surprised at what is going to come from Ashanti region. Ezu, my brothers and sisters, my beloved Ghanaians, the time is now. The time to replace fear with hope is now. The time to replace cynicism and disillusionment with courage and determination is now. The time to replace poverty and insecurity with solid development and safety for all is now. The time to restore the economic fortunes of Ghana is now. Ladies and gentlemen, the time to reset our country, Ghana, is now. Saturday's election is not just another election. It is a defining moment for our nation. It is a choice between the Ghana we have today and the Ghana we want together. A Ghana of opportunity, prosperity, and justice for all. Our young people deserve to live in a Ghana where their voices are heard and their dreams can become reality. The working people of Ghana deserve decent, sustainable jobs that enable them to care for their families and live with pride. And I mean well-paying jobs. People in the public sector deserve recognition for their merit. They also deserve stability, predictability, and good working conditions. Our entrepreneurs deserve a free and fair market where their ingenuity and industry can thrive. Women and girls deserve true equality, safety, and the chance to reach their full potential. And every Ghanaian deserves leadership that puts the people first, that fights corruption, and that builds a nation we can all be proud of. My comrades and friends, this is why I'm committed to building a stable, safe, and viable 24-hour economy that creates opportunities for millions of jobs to be created. I am committed to implementing economic measures to fight inflation and make food more affordable for all Ghanaian households. And this is why I'm committed to running the leanest government in our country's history, with no more than 60 ministers and deputy ministers of state. And also a low number of political appointees, and cutting out wasteful government spending and scrapping the payment of ex gratia. And this is why I'm committed to waging a relentless war on corruption. Operation Return All the Loot. This operation will be implemented with dedicated zeal to retrieve the stolen monies and properties for our country's development and for the benefit of our young people. I'll fight corruption to restore integrity and fairness, which are two critical ingredients missing from the governance of Akufo-Addo and Bawumia. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why I'm committed to empowering women and ensuring that they are no longer treated as second-class citizens in their own nation. The stature of my able vice presidential candidate, soon to be the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Professor Jane Nana Opoku-Agyeman, and our plan to set up a Women's Development Bank to support the establishment of more women-owned businesses and our traders, from tabletop to large-scale businesses, are all practical demonstrations of that commitment we have. My fellow Ghanaians, I cannot do this alone. Your vote is your voice. Your vote is your power. And your vote is the key to unlocking a better future for the people of Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, I urge you to take action on Saturday. This is not a decision we can leave for another time. It is not a decision we can leave for another election or another generation. This is our moment, and the time is now to bring about the change we need in order to reset Ghana. We need to reset our democracy, to reset our governance, to reset our economy, to reset our finances, reset our agriculture, reset our infrastructure, environment, reset our health and education sectors, and everything else that we hold dear as Ghanaians. The vision to build the Ghana we want is a collective responsibility. And so let us vote on Saturday to reject despair and to choose hope. Let us vote to reject impunity and choose respect. Let us choose hard-working and trustworthy leadership. My comrades, Ghanaians are going to hold us to a higher standard than they have held the MPP. And I want to remind you once again that there is no use fighting for political power if we would come and commit the same atrocities that they have inflicted on the people of Ghana these last 8 years. My brothers and sisters, Ghanaians are going to put their trust in us on December 7th, but we must prove ourselves worthy of that trust. The change we are all looking for starts with you, and I promise you that we will work together to be able to put our country back on its feet. December 7th is just 2 days away, and I encourage all of you to vote for John Mahama, and I'll make you all proud of the Ghana that we are going to build together. Ladies and gentlemen, I urge you to vote wisely, and I want to caution the MPP administration and to caution our security services and the military and the entire body of people who are in charge of supervising this election. I urge you to resist the nefarious actions that some people are planning. To the people of Ghana, the National Democratic Congress will go to the polling stations with you. Together, we will police and courageously protect our votes and resist all attempts to steal them. Minyanom, me pese me damu nyina ase. Your executives nyina omo constituencies no mu, and our regional executives, branch executives. Ghana fo nyina ye share omo abra ye ba campaign ewo munkro anase mumpeso aso awa tu sronko a modeje ye no nyame enhyira mu nyina emrena so se ye fa ahudi a etosu mienu 7 December eba na emrena so se osoma ne dabre eye enwrem a oba krom a wabese ye bibia emrena so se sa osono no ye pam no na osanko baby ofri baye osanko enwrem ezu minanum me kachre mo se MPP fo ankasa omo apaba MPP fo ankasa eye omo ferie ni Nana Akufo-Addo ene Bawumia aban abeye omo ensusu se ni ana omo kanina na eye entro ena omudi enti omo ankasa omo abamabu enti MPP fo bebre me na me ka kire mo mimi da ebe 7 December Ghana nyina na beto aba na abato a ye beto no enye NDC ni floating voters nkwa MPP fo di bi ebe voti ama NDC sada no Ezu Eza Efise Nya eya me nafofo a wo sa party mu eka kire me kokwam ene se President Mama Akufo-Addo ni baomia omo government yi agu ye party hu fi agu ye party enimase enti Kenya ho na ko okuden na ma ye party no enko opposition every say ye pese ye ko opposition na nipa kakra omo agye ye party aboso no ye gye ye party efri omonsem ni esiesie ye party ni biom ansani abepre abatu obiom Ezu Eza Enfie watching Nana Akufo-Addo ene ba mi abeje o man no ensema omo ka 2016 ene wo kan omo ka ye na wo kan se ni omo ka ye no na omo buafu na enye me na me ka ye enye NDC for na ka ye omo akasa obi amfa sika nto omo kom so omo ka ni omo ka no Ghana ye mobododo Ghana nye hiamai ye tisikaso eswe komde wane kai me nada Akufo Jack Toronto ne kai Ezu Eza Teachers are suffering, nurses are suffering, and farmers are suffering. Policemen are suffering, doctors are suffering, and everybody is suffering. Mina bekai, omo de ka umasem. You can do all the propaganda with the economy you like. If the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. Ezu Eza Samreno na omundi omaine soda. Nti na omodwe se eyemre. Omo hwe se ne yebu omaine eko ana enioma eko so na omodwe se da fom. Na emre bi meka se trade fair meka kire omo. Me say, hey, Moshe said, ye nyoma ye jumei. Mundi president down. And the Mamon Jane said, ye easy, ubi abeti me aye. Na nyamincha de. Nyami de, o yenwa agwangwa de. If we say, 2016, Obeka said, ye call abatwa ye din kugono na nyame empe asem enso ene bi hwe machira a odi to mi ne hye omonsa ene sebi omoto adadi ne ombe ya na omo aye no bibia embeka ho manati Ghana henyina bebia bekobia ahemfu nyina omo se na mo ye kwan baby amuja eno ehwa na aka na mu si school dan baby amuja eno ehwa na aka na mo twekania baby amuja eno ehwa na aka na mo mayesio baby amuja eno ehwa na aka Ezu Eza na 16 regions nyina amako ahefo asofo imamfo nyina 16 regions nyina obia je tumu se abato a yebetui nyame adawromanti Yesu adawromanti inshallah NDC bedin kunim meme da ebe Ezu Eza Asofo any imam nyinaa Bompire Eba NDC Sa Yendi Kunim Wabatonum Na minimsa nyami etie omompaebo na nkunim de nso beye yedia nyame adomenti Ezu Enso mi nuanom bebi bebre ameko obi ase President Mama ye beto ama o enso yesrew boy ya ba no ho ban na dia me ka che omo ne se aba ye nyina beto no ye nyina ene bebo ho ban enti bebi amako bia amaka che Ghana fo se woto aba na woto wia se woni bibia ya wo de nante ho se wo bibia wo de ko na ekobo 5 asambra na be hwe se ne be kan aba no wo video camera twa wo camera twa ye nyina ene be bie ye ni se ne be ya bato ne be ya frenchim Ezu Moi ye mose munkotna abato na no ye party agents, branch executives, ward coordinators, musika ye di chiamo ye de come regions into obia ebenya ne de into obia enye adwumaden se ne be ya ye bebo abato no ho ban afi we de ye nae ye to abani ya ye nyina ye na kopem se ye be bo results no na Madam Jean Mensa Ebeka say I wish to declare the winner of the 2024 presidential election and is the candidate of the NDC, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Ezu Enyami adom ebebam abamu ewie Ezu Eza manyane ntiye se omo starte chiche sika ejuma ani efe ne MBSSI senia omo ye no 2020 no omo ashasi biom omo fan for mobile phone numbers ena omo de sika etum na me de ne ameka ne se obi a utibe ye asa sika no beba bedo wo mobile so anase ye beba be kan ahye wonsa mesrew eye wo fifre sika eye wo bre sika sa sika no je na ye den na di enso wo koto aba kai efie wo twe a ohia achewo kai ahochira wonamu kai ejuma wonya binye kai yesika sema asai na koto abapa ema NDC minadum iya ina maza da mata ina gere kuduka ranar asabar za mu jefa kuriya ku yankuri don Allah ku tuna wahalan da mun bi cikin sakarunga a cikin Ghana da Baumiya da Akufo-Addo ke duban Ghana idan za mu jefa kuriya mu tuna wahalan da mun yi mu tuna nyuwan da ya ji mu sai mu je mu jefa kuriyan mu ba NDC yanda ake ce cikin wakan na sun yi me sun yi failing don su yi me su zo su kwashe kayansu ce sai on ma failing on bai su sa mu nyoma kowa ya sani a lokacin NDC musulmai da zongoni muna samu cin gaba Doshi mudu kaza mu jefa kuriyarmu mu ba NDC saboda NDC ta zo ta rage kudin haji mudu ka mu samu mu je Maka mu je mu yi sallah. Ezu yau idan za ka haji kudin da ana karban ya zama $4,550. NDC ya zo za mu yanka $1,000 mu yare mu yi shi $3,500 yanda da ike lokacin NDC. Min yanum ene sekramodika so komeka omojinu sika $4,500 ay yebe 75,000 na dollar so enkosoro sidi mom na apeja enti yede nyame ya adom nim so be ya adom so NDC ba sa sika na omoje for maka no yebe te aba from yebe yi $1,000 free so na asamba $3,500 send na near abra NDC wo ho ezu eza danwa yena iya yena maza da mata zamu kara muku holiday guda akan Idul Fitr holiday na saboda waransu na kwance su yi sallah yau sai waransu su yi sallah gobe amma holiday na guda kede ne don shi za mu kara guda saboda an yi sallah yau a samu ranar futawa an yi sallah gobe a samu ranar futawa. Ezu inye bime minga nyefe walake 7 December ni ba oba for shiki ni MPP Baomiake Akufo-Addo noni ake wo fe asomwa alakawo nona ake fe anyafe ni agbeneke okwega na mefe wompi homonyewo NDC yo ake homonyewo nomi aho ke ohe komi 1 cedi chi agbene 5 cedis ni namo wo fe wole ake homoni ake eyewo mene ni homonyewo wa adienche ewo wo ba fo wo shiki koni NDC abasa ma ni wo telegana kegme back on his feet minano medamu nyina ase na ye fa hudia etosu mienu ena ebe abato a yebetui ye dachi abato ena ebeto enne katasi shene proye ajiga na hanyina Abraham ye mampenyi national service yebeto se na omudi dini bi aka ho ena omu yesika no ye mabia na ekoye nhwem a ye pam national service officers 110 ye yomo ewe jumam ebi mu ye de omu ko gina court a chese na asem no wo court enne mikotia ye senya ye kon etia ye no Akufo-Addo ne Baumia asa de aba national service for munti omuka mudi omuka be 6 months allowances and so matwa bi agumu asaman kwa ene wom bosumi bia mu yi sika no bosumi bia ye say omunya 28 million Ghana cedis bosumi bia aden na mo de sika na ko hihye mo mpaase na mo kwa ni mo ebusia ene nya ho faso hwɛ airport a mesi airport ni nyinaa yɛsi $250 million terminal 3 na mode e-gate per ebesi hɔ a e-gate no boɔ ɛkyɛn terminal 3 ni nyinaa ezu na monim adekronti a akufo ado ataa so sɛ ɔpɛ sɛ Bawumia ɛbɛgye akonya no ebe sɛ ɔpɛ sɛ ɔbɛkata ne to sɛ na bɛyɛ ɔmbɛnya asomdwe na ɔmakɔdi ɔmsika ɛnso ɛmba so da tweda mpɔnyankopɔn nim sɛ NDC ɛna bɛba na yɛba nso a sika ɔmo awie nyinaa japade a Ghanafoɔ japade a ɔmo afom yɛbɛdi ɔmo akyi ne agye adeɛ asa adeɛ bɛma Ghanafoɔ ezu ɛza Ora Bawumia say we are moving from taxation to production. Meanwhile, Okasa no the 20 bi eka ho, no the 20 bi eka ho. Ene Ghana ena yetwo dosu chen Africa man nyina. 1890 say yeba e-levy a yeka se mo fanto so no yebe ye free ho. Ezu Emaburu metie mo sufre mo betting tax no so ye be ye free ho ezu COVID levy ye be ye free ho eza emena so na yenim say ye nua no mo de emre bia abato ebeba on peso mu wiem enti yenya ntiye na me pese isi ebusa omo ho eye den na MPP nya printing plate na ye de printing ballot papers any registers are omo printing omo ade ene ameno ka say yese hohoi ya che ka biom a ballot papers ne enyoma wom ena omo ya say omo beje car no it is our station of sawo hohoi we releases our car na nyabe adom ne eba ye ne obedi ento de cheka no na njina ho a ewo ho golokwate ye se ewo golokwate e no ma chesa aka no ezu enti na twato mesre ya bambo for ya police for any electoral commission for mu Ghana mobo na ejuma omo yi mu na with the team ballot paper no so ezu what do you call promote team ballot paper no so ya na what the entumago e da ho no ana tissue no now they are papa o promote ni ye se na be ya ink no be wo ansa no asa sokrata no enya sa se ink na wo na ko som na e ko team baby foforo a ene wa ba na say enti papa promote ni ye ansa no aso krata no no abobo na odi akotum enti 7 December enye yin na abeto aba MPP for ni bi na omo pese omo dada Ghana for say ebi beto saadai saadie na sa nkrofo ni ye no it's a crime, it's a criminal offense na minim say omo party was so nti omo nya omo hwe. But criminal offense any expiry date. NDC ba nana bi ni sa nkrofo no mo yes ano. Ye be che o matum. In Ghana's law, it is a crime to mislead voters. It is there in the law. Into Obia or yes, Serbia, any Obia or Bay Serbia, and this Iba, Yabecho Maso. Ezu, Eza, Eti, Minadum, Emse, Madam Wase. Mumubia, Mubaye, Yabi Shramo, Moko Fieswa, Yame Enfamoko Asumdremo. Na asempa mwate wahano mumfa nko bebia Ghana ha bebia na kache obia se obia enhye ne sapo musuo ebe se emre na ba emre na so memenda ebe nyame adom Ghana ebeto aba na nyame bekasa nyame ebekasa ebedru anajofa Kasa yebete ewo Ghana ha ene se nyame adom NDC edinkunim ewa patronum medamo ase nyame na metwa to okra medana na jena se medad mosquito ase ye general secretary omunyina ya yejumaden bosom ennaini ye nai ye home Ensuni na nyame ebeshira so ama ni adaya kuma so no ayeye ni etwa to okra medofo lodina ono so medana se ezu ono so abua campaign ne papa wo hwe maternity wards Bako biensa fefefe a wesi amankrofo enwe ya okoho hohoi ekobie renovated health center Lodina Nyamishrao na mienwie ni ekofie na eja menka nyaka masum yomode. Bye bye, thank you, safe journey to all of you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you.
Papa did I come? You breaking heart with doctor. Me a take up. I won't keep on suspect. Papa did I come? You breaking heart with doctor. Me a the light up. I won't keep on suspect. I know they care what they say. Anything I okay. I know they care what they say. Anything I go pay, I will love you over and over and over and over again. Go to the song. Hey. Let's go! See everybody! Before you grow me, I'll give you for the last. Tell me what you want. You want it for the front or you want it for the back? Yeah, I'll give you for the last. Everybody! Everybody say, we are ready to fly. Where you want to the rhythm of it? Something that I can never take. Where you want to the rhythm of it? key on the drum, but I will want. I can't hear you. Gazi, give me the dance for Gazi.
titiri na me pesa me ba atleti ni minda ya pa ko ba abe no put the way you want ba nia NDC apoto abana it's a very simple obviously is the best candidate in the race. The NPP has the best candidate in the race in the person of Muhammadu Bawumia, the most outstanding vice president in the history of our country. Honest man, man of unimpeachable integrity, loyal man. I've been working with him for 16 years. So if you want down over to me about me, I want dance here. I am me and another man. You know, I am deputy governor of the Bank of Ghana, brilliant banker. And the Wamba point is more about this time with the governor several times over. Now, Minya Ghana MP before, I don't want Frank said we start 2008. Now, because there is a person of the coming home. We are quite concerned because we have never been one who are actually abroad or my cost. Operation. Now 2008, a kakrebi so away. Now 2012 is so sad. Now 2016, every big one mile. Now 8 years in opposition, 8 years in government. This man is now well prepared to be the next president of the world. What is your experience? If you are already a Kunano one term, the only one-term president in the Fourth Republic. That's all our experience. But if your experience is the experience of failure, what is the use of that experience to the people of Ghana? If your experience is the experience of failure, what use is that to the people of Ghana? And to Master Tetia, the Sabo, Namendabay, Bobiabi hymn, Yakubosa, any Fanamai, who could do them while they had the Kata Sawansa, who break Kata, as you are. Now Papa number 3, number 4, number 5, number 7, number 8, number 9, number 10, number 1, that's one. That's one issue. Looking about the answer. Now the issue of parliament. About going opposition speaker, officer or hard deal of parliament. One. Misamo, we are just out for phone. NPP parliamentary candidates. What is it? Tomorrow. One more parliament. Saturday, we're going to be voting about the future development of our country. The Baba and the fact they know the bill so about the cow, that's the person we're looking for. Somebody who has a program for the future of our country. Somebody who understands what are the geopolitics and the strategies of this 21st century. The biggest task before every country in the world is how to master the fourth industrial revolution. The first industrial revolution, we in Africa, we missed out. On the contrary, we were a victim. We missed out the second. We missed out the third. We cannot afford to miss the fourth industrial revolution. And God has gifted us, Ghana, a leader who understands what it takes to succeed with the fourth industrial revolution. We have a man who has a clear idea of how digital technology, artificial intelligence is going to help us lead our development forward. We should not miss this opportunity. We should not miss this opportunity. We should not miss, especially you, the young people whom I see so many of you before us. We are looking for somebody who has a clear plan for our country. Or somebody who's going to come and talk to us about the 24-hour economy. When you ask him, what does it mean? Oh, I say it's voluntary. It's voluntary. What's the government policy? It's voluntary. What do you do that? Government policy. You're voluntary. Implant now fair. Implant no offer. Implant so no offer. But where's your policy? Where's your policy? Everyone needs to know BBC so. All I want to say that 24-hour. Let me to Michelle, sir. 4 solid years in our country. Yes. You couldn't keep the lights on for 12 hours a day. How are you going to guarantee us a 24-hour economy when you couldn't keep the lights on for 12 hours a day? Go back to the I convert. I don't go back to the Where anybody have more than Where anybody have more than It is the development of our country which is at stake. These last 8 years, we have seen some unprecedented developments in our country. The expansion of our infrastructure in all areas. Road infrastructure, educational infrastructure, our health infrastructure, our IT infrastructure. We are seeing amazing leaps. And all these achievements that were done under my government, beside me, on my right hand, was Mahamadou Bawumia, who enabled us to make these achievements. The 3 senior high school boys. Some people said we couldn't do it. We needed 12.
You need to add this one.
We needed 20 years before we could have 3 senior high schools. Today, 5.7 million young Ghanaians have benefited from the policy. When I came, the school population was 800,000 in senior secondary school. Today, it's 1.6 million in senior. We have doubled the number of young not going to school. Not only have we broadened the access, we have also improved the quality. Last year, the waxy results of the senior high school students in Ghana were the best in the history of the examination. The best. We have a political leader whose concept of policy is reviewing and cancelling. Reviewing and cancelling. Reviewing policy is not policy. Cancelling policy is not policy. Policy is a positive statement of what you are going to do, not what you are going to cancel, not what you are going to review. But we know one thing. This man's hostility to the free senior high school concept has been consistent right from the beginning up to today. And we know that if we make the mistake of giving him power, that policy is going to be cancelled. Are we prepared to see this? Are we prepared to see that policy being cancelled in Ghana? In the same way, the expansion of our health infrastructure. When we unveiled the policy of Agenda 111, we said, oh, it was you're very say, organized right. I say, what do you do that? Only people party, money, any Yezu, Yeza, Yaza. I don't know what to be Yaza. I'm talking with it. And then you know what? Western region, our Hanka West. The first three, I said one more hospitals. Number three. If you all the view and son at 7 the mean to me, in meaning, sir, Muhammadu Baonia, Oba, the So of course the limited wealth of our country and of our society and economy, the things that we have done to reshape the future of our country, those things will be at risk if we don't make the right decision tomorrow on Saturday in Ghana. Fellow Ghanaians are back. The third thing I want to say tonight, Miss Rami, and for about to embassy million day, India go. Let's show me ding a world right to vote, Miss Rami, Munina, Munwa, Namokoto, Maba, Namutu Abaruso, and Muhammadu Baonia. Me kasa eba ni ade ba ko esi enra e ma wura hu bebre na enya me dem so se me dia wura hu asem e ba be wi me kasa na so sa asem ma ka hu asem ma da ma bi me na me ye man pani obi ba kasa o te ho e na o ma ni no esi e wo Ghana. There's a priest There's a priest who is a close, intimate partner, colleague of John D. Mahama. Yesterday, we asked the people of Ghana that we should not vote for Bawumia because Bawumia is a Muslim. I'm amazed at a man of God who is supposed to be tolerant and love all humanity can make such a statement. I take it to be a sign of the desperation in the quarters of the NDC that now they're resorting to religious provocation to be able to get their candidate. The catch yourself for so only Papa Bika Emma Dopenwa more on fat and tatani pepe more and by the more Ghana we don't want any divisions of ethnic or religious ground. That's no. That means you go say, yeah. Narrow party, Akam party. Mahama Chakasa Bawumia, Tony Bekasa, Obeso Beye NPP can be me and Salo Tuni Nakasa. So he's NPP for FM Mamada. And so he's me, me. Now, and now, you see me, about your candy. Mutisa Mahama Kasa, oh, Nana, Mona, the war, and Mamma. Then you have Jesus. Matthew Sempa, it's a year dunkum. Chicha Modron, Sianese, on Yankupo family. Be out between Ayamo, Amadi, or Chidi. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. It is possible. Nimbia, on Yankupo, the Atomuano. Anonti abrana sosa ubedi wa mayanim ai achadia asrodi adum wono Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ayo my gana puntontia anonti abrana sosa neba ubedi o mayanim Bawumia, yeah, wo. Nimdiania kukuadro. Awu brasiani nkabo munti. Oh my God, fra wo. Doctor, yeah, Dr. Digita, yeah, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, yeah, wo. Wunukradiyani wadoyanti. Wunyamisro ani umabro hununtia. Enyankanyina fra. Doctor, yeah. Awradinti yeve breki. Etino. Ampipi be breki. Etinoa. Sauradi kwa fa David Frisreso. Israel so yenedia. Awurade batimia you will be a free wale. With God all things are possible. Yeah, it is possible. Mrs. Awurade kofa David free Israel so ai. Mani bekum gloria tedia. Awurade batimia you will be a free wale. Doctor, with God all things are possible. David said, we are Bofra. Goriati ya wajina waniwe. Wakufiti ni mafrasi. Enti David wuncho hino. Na David kachara wa hino so said, Papa urade de neba shaminsa. Urade di Goriati momotuni eba shaminsa. Na so ka say, na wulade ebedi wachi enadai meba Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ensro na mi asafo wulade makame wontam se dia mesusu no sara na bebam na se dia mabo mitiri no sara na beji yate na yana meba na ubedin kunim unim kuguo tabiarada yeah oh Doctor yeah Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia yeah wo nimdiani akukodro awu brasiani nkabo munti kana mabronyina fra wo Doctor yeah Dr. Digita yeah Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia yeah wo wunukradiani wadoyanti wunyamisro ani umabro hununtia agrafonyina fra
laws across all the 276 constituencies is that if we all, on December 7th, on Saturday, if we all get up and go to the polling station and vote by midnight on December 7th, we will all hear that the NPP has won the 2024 presidential and parliamentary election. Today, we will win the presidential election and we will win the parliamentary majority because of the good work that we have done as a party. I want to thank God because I am standing on the shoulders of great men. I want you to give a standing ovation to these great men, former President J. Kufuor and President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. These are our two presidents we have produced as a new patriotic party, and they have performed marvelously. I am standing on their shoulders, and I hope to benefit from all that they have done and their advice also going forward. They can say, opinion fear, and I am lucky to have two opinion for where I'm going to advise you. The reason why we are going to win this election is because of the work that we have done, the achievements of this government, and our vision going forward. This election is a clear choice between the future and the past. My opponent represents the past, and I, Dr. Baumia, represents the future of this country. So, the choice that we have on Saturday as we go to vote is whether we want to go forward into the future or backwards into the past. Yekoenin anase yesanyichi. Muna take gaba ko muna zobaya. Gaba ko baya. Tiechana toni beti alamla nyanga. Tiechana toni beti alamla nyanga. We in the Npp, the work that we have done is underpinned by a mindset of possibilities. We believe in possibilities. We believe it is possible to transform this country into an advanced nation. And we have been living by this. Not many people thought it was possible to do national health insurance, but President Kufuor did it. Not many people thought we could do free maternal care, but President Kufuor did it. Not many people thought we could do school feeding, but President Kufuor did it. This is about possibilities and a mindset of possibilities. When my opponent came into office, can you remember one policy, that initiative that we implemented in 8 years? 8 years. What did he implement? Was it Dumsa or was it a confirm? We could not come out with any policy initiative affecting the whole country. One initiative. So the choice is simple. Are we going into the future with a mindset of possibilities, or are we going into the past with a mindset of Nkoko Nkiti? And sometimes it is important to remind ourselves, because we are a problem-solving government. And Nana Akufo-Addo over the last 8 years has demonstrated this superbly. We have been solving problems. When we came into office and many people could not send their children to senior high school, we said free senior high school education for everyone. We have solved that problem. 5.7 million children are going. But what is even more important, when we came into office, there were more boys than girls in senior high school. For every 100 boys, we had 68 girls. Today, there are more girls than boys in senior high school. And as the president said, their performance has dramatically increased. The core 6 subjects of WACC, the pass rate in 2016 was 24%. Last year it was 64%. And the top 3 students in the whole of West Africa in the WACC exam last year, number 1, number 2, number 3, all came from Ghana. All came from Ghana. I therefore was not surprised, but I was pleasantly surprised when the data ranking the 54 African countries by quality of education. There were 54 countries. 2 weeks ago, the data came out. Ghana is number 2 in the whole of Africa in terms of quality of education. Number 2 in the whole of Africa. Tunisia is number 1. Ghana is number 2 in the whole of Africa. Children, we have not left it at free SHS. We've brought free technical and vocational education. We have invested 6 billion Ghana cedis over the last 7 years in technical and vocational education. The highest of any government since independence. We have restored the teacher training allowances that were cancelled. We have restored the nursing training allowances that were cancelled. In the area of healthcare, we have seen dramatic improvement. Major investment in health infrastructure, hospitals. We are seeing major hospitals that we are working on, even excluding Agenda 111. And the president has started commissioning the Agenda 111, and I will continue to commission them all the way into next year. There is no government in the history of Ghana that has invested more in health infrastructure than the Akufo-Addo Bawumia government. No government. None. When we came into office, Ghana had just 37 ambulances, the whole of Ghana, and we said 1 constituency, 1 ambulance. Today, we have 307 ambulances in the National Ambulance Service. We had major problems with the National Health Insurance. It was collapsing. It was reverting to cash and carry. We have paid most of their debts, and diseases that were not covered under National Health Insurance, we have brought them in. Childhood cancer is now covered by National Health Insurance. Sickle cell disease, the drug hydroxyurea, is now covered by National Health Insurance. And since December 1st, just a few days ago, Ghana is now providing free kidney dialysis under National Health Insurance. We have brought many initiatives to bear. We have issued the Ghana card. President Kufuor passed the NIA Act in 2008. 8 years of the Mahama administration, they couldn't issue the Ghana card. And when we came into office, the president asked me to champion the issue of the Ghana card. And today we have issued the Ghana card to our citizens. We have done, when we came into office, Ghana did not have a working address system. You had to use landmarks by the tree, by the blue house for directions in many places. Today, we have implemented the digital property address system, and you can find anywhere in Ghana, any location in Ghana. Ghana, our own Ghana, is the second country in the whole world to implement a digital property address system. We have solved a major problem. We have brought in mobile money interoperability. Today, Ghana has done something no other African country has done. We have made our domestic payment system totally interoperable. Your Momo account today is working like a bank account. When I said that with Momo interoperability, everybody will have a bank account, my opponents never understood it. They talked about brick and mortar bank account. I'm talking about digital bank accounts. Digital bank accounts. Today, with what we have done with mobile money interoperability, in the whole of Africa, it is only Ghana that has complete domestic payments interoperability. Only Ghana. And we have 100% access to financial inclusion. Today, we have brought drones to help in the delivery of medical services, blood to help in the delivery of vaccines and drugs. And today, our drones, we have 6 centers for medical drones, and they are delivering medicines to 2,700 hospitals and health facilities across Ghana. Today, Ghana, our own Ghana, is the whole world, the leading medical drone delivery service in the whole world. The whole world. We are leading. In the area of agriculture, we came up with the Planting for Food and Jobs program. The Planting for Food and Jobs program is one of the most successful agricultural programs that we have implemented in this country. We have more than doubled the rate of growth in agriculture, and we have increased food security in Ghana. You see, the whole of Africa, we have 54 countries. The countries with the most food security, or if you rank the countries by food security, Ghana is number 3 in Africa and out of the 54 countries. Number 3 in Africa in terms of food security. South Africa is number 1, Kenya is number 2, and Ghana is number 3. It shows that we have done something right. Chowoi, when you come to the macro economy, what is clear is that notwithstanding the challenges we've had, we have performed better than the government of John Dramani Mahama. Across, we have grown the economy more than him. Overall GDP growth is higher. Agricultural growth under us is higher. Industrial growth is higher. If you look at the budget deficit, ours is lower. You look at the primary balance, ours is lower. You look at gross international reserves, ours is higher. You look at exchange rate depreciation, ours is lower. Ours is lower. Sometimes they don't even understand the data. Do the math and you see that notwithstanding the problems we've had in the global economy, and our exchange rate depreciation at 72% over 8 years is lower than your 74% over 8 years. So we have created more jobs than he has. He was creating unemployment. We are creating jobs. We have kept the lights on. So when it comes to the macro economy, it is night and day. We have done better across. Then when you look at infrastructure, we have done almost too much, isn't it? We have done more roads than his government, isn't it? We have built more airports than his government, more interchanges than his government, more hospitals than his government, more schools than his government, more courts than his government, more fish landing sites than his government, more public libraries than his government, more fiber optic cable than his government, more sanitation facilities than his government, more Zongo infrastructure than his government, more infrastructure for the military, the navy, and the army, and the police than his government. So there's not one area, in infrastructure, that he can compete with us. Not one, across all the sectors. The data is clear. So, when he said the performance of his government was better than ours, I said to him, if you believe that, then come for a debate, one-on-one. Let us show whether it's the case or not. Come for a debate. Come for a debate. When you come for a debate, you cannot come and say, hey, Yesu, and go away. I'll pin you down with the facts and data. I'll pin you down with the facts and data. I will pin you down. When I told him to come, Osuro, Ojani to some kukon kiti, Ojani. So, on what basis does John Mahama want to come back? What is the basis? You cannot say you've done better in education, not in healthcare, not in agriculture, not in infrastructure, not in digitalization. Maybe you have done better in Dumso, I confirm, and then Kokon Kiti. That's it. want a government. We want a government that is going to move this country into the fourth industrial revolution. I have many initiatives that I am bringing. I want Ghana to move away from a dependence on oil and gas to solar power. Solar power. Solar power. We are going to bring down the cost of electricity by 50%, and we are going to do it by moving to solar power. We are going to move to electric vehicles in public transportation. We have started to do the pilot. By moving to electric vehicles, we are going to bring down the cost of public transport by 50% to everybody. We are bringing down the cost of public transport. We are going to leverage the private sector of this economy to create jobs. The private sector holds the key to our wealth creation and prosperity. I am going to make sure that at least 3% of GDP, that is 30 billion Ghana cedis, is ceded to the private sector from the public sector to create jobs for our economy. I am going to bring a flat tax regime to Ghana. A flat tax regime for our imports, a flat tax regime for our incomes. And that will make it very, very easy for tax collection and understanding compliance and so on. So Ghana will have, by the grace of God, a flat tax regime next year. To make sure we all start on a clean slate, I'm bringing in a tax amnesty for all businesses and individuals next year so that we move. The transformation of this country cannot be done without railway infrastructure. We, in the first 8 years, we have been focusing a lot on our roads. I am going to bring in the required investment to build our railway infrastructure. Accra, Kumasi, Paga, Kumasi, Takoradi, Ejisu, Eduade, Awasu, Ninahene, Eduade. We are going to do all those railways and create jobs for this country. We are also going to enter into the decade of housing. We are going to address the decade of housing. We are going to build houses just like Singapore did with private sector capital. And I'm going to look, let me tell you one thing. State Housing Corporation, during President Mahama's term of office, state housing, they built only 12 houses. 12. During our term, we have built over 1,000 houses in state housing. When you go to Tema Development Corporation, TDC, during Mahama's period, they built 0 housing. 0. During our period, TDC has built over 1,000 houses. So, when I tell you that we are going to go into a decade of housing, I know what I'm talking about. We are going to go into a decade of housing to leverage on the private sector to build housing. And housing means jobs, carpenters, masons, electricians, plumbers, windows people, roofers, a lot of jobs to all our people. So we are in the digital world, and I want to provide the youth digital skills. I want to train at least 1 million youth of Ghana in digital skills. They can stay here in Ghana, work in America, work in Canada, work in Singapore, work in the UK, work in Australia, right from here in Ghana. We are in the digital world. You will get digital skills. We have many policies that we have put in our manifesto. Of course, I cannot put all of them out here tonight, but I have been talking about them. One key policy is the credit scoring system. The credit scoring system. We are going to change Ghana with this credit scoring system. Today, if you finish school, you are working, everything you have to buy is cash. Everything is cash. We have introduced a credit scoring system, and very soon we will be buying things from next year and be paying small, and everybody will see an increase in their standard of living. This is a major policy that we are bringing. Joy, you are also going to see, as we go forward, under my government, all persons with disability will go for university and tertiary education for free. All persons with disability will go for tertiary education for free under my government. We are going to transform this country, move it to another level. As we go on Saturday to make the choice is between the former president who represents the past and myself. You should ask yourself, who can better unite this country? Who can better unite the diversity of this country? Who can bring innovative ideas to propel Ghana into the fourth industrial revolution? Who has the integrity to fight corruption in this country? Who has the integrity to fight corruption in this country? Who has the compassion for the disabled, for the vulnerable, for the sick in our society? Who cares about the needy? Who can protect free senior high school education? Who can protect free SHS? Who can protect teacher training allowances? Who can protect nursing training allowances? Who can bring more development to our Zongo communities? You should mull all these questions and ask yourself, who will work very hard and selflessly for the people of Ghana? Who will work very hard and selflessly for the people of Ghana? Who can protect our natural resources? Who can protect our natural resources? If you ask yourselves all these questions, there's only one answer, and that answer is number one. It's number one. It's number one. It's number one. That answer is clearly Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. And that answer is clearly the Npp parliamentary candidates in all our constituencies. Number one. I don't need a honeymoon. I don't need a honeymoon. I know what I want to do from day one in the presidency. Give me the chance to transform this nation. I have my own vision. I have my own vision. I have my own ideas. I'm going to build on our splendid record and transform Ghana and propel Ghana and unleash the forces of the private sector in Ghana to bring in the investment to transform this country. So it's number one. 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 It's number one. Trouble. I'm not busy.
Nia Panganga, Molaya Zayina, Asibir Dari, Katuvoti, Voti number 1, MG, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the MPP Jintoro, Bamba Constituency Maza. Yeah, Namazada Pata Jama, Salam Alaikum. Naso, Land Asibir, Kufita, Kuzo, Kuvote, Kubai, Dr. Bawumia, number 1. Miriam, Miss Robia said, Yamba police station, Miminda, Nayan to Apano boom, and man number 1.
Baby, I just want to pick it. I pick it.